Hello everybody, I am the Linkzilla, and welcome to the final episode of Doom 3. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is probably gonna be a pretty short episode because the way that I remember playing this probably on like the medium level difficulty, this entire section you go almost completely unopposed until you get to the arena and fight the final boss. So I don't want to necessarily breeze through it, but I honestly don't want to linger too long. I don't want to waste you guys' time, so we're going to get into it. We have finally reached...
So you've made it this far.
...the primary excavation site. And as you can see, they are loading us up. Which I just don't get. Like, why would the demons allow this stuff to be left lying around? Are they challenging us? Do they know that... Do they want us to actually fight them? Sorry guys, I don't feel like you guys are going to be much of a help here. I need big guns. Rockets. Rocket launchers. I just love the fact that all this stuff is here. This is a veritable armory. Oh yeah, I'll save that for last. Grenades. Really wish that I had the chance to use more of them, though. Shotguns. Yeah. I'd just basically be loading all these up. Bullets, hand grenades. And of course. But I'm fully maxed out. Alright, Campbell. Let's go do this. Also, I'm not gonna save. Wait, I probably should save. Like, I should probably save, like, right before I get to the arena itself, so that when I die, I don't have to come all the way back here. And plus, since the autosave has already put me outside the primary excavation site anyway, I've come full circle, and I have completely done away with all of the autosaves from May, June, and August of 2016. These are all the other save files that I played the first time I went through this game. John Reaper Grimm. That's who I played as the first time. EFR the Fork. Really don't remember... Oh, EFR. Because that's the point where you can decide, like, which path you take. Huh. Nice place to hide cells. Really hate leaving this behind. It's so weird. I use the BFG so sparingly, and yet this game is basically throwing BFG ammunition at me. Alright, Campbell. Let's go. I really do wonder if that second video disc not showing up is some kind of glitch. Really wish there was one last PDF to find. A sarcophagus.
It's in both archaeological discovery and analysis. The UAC is proud to showcase the latest findings on 4 unique and fascinating artifacts.
This is the one that we watched.
These tablets were originally discovered in the dig site under what has become known as Site 3. Subsequent examination of the
Wasn't this the same one that was up there?
of the tablets brought UAC researchers to the conclusion that the tablets belong to a civilization that existed millennia ago and were placed in a holy burial ground of some sort. Utilizing the best minds in linguistics and UAC proprietary pattern recognition software, the tablets were
That's a pretty big sarcophagus.
What we found was fantastic. The first tablet provided us
These are just copies of the tablets. I wonder if these are the legitimate ones and the ones up, like, on display are replicas. Unless these were all somehow moved down here. This one is broken. Wonder what would have been on this one. What the demons didn't want us to see. Because why wouldn't they destroy this one? I could probably take a guess as to why they broke up this one, even though it's a mirror image. A mirror image reversed, so clearly they broke off that portion of it because Easter egg. But I bet probably in lore terms they broke it up because they hate and fear him. He is the Slayer. Wonder who's buried here. Backpack. Hell is breaking through, and the Challenger has made his call. Betruger! Come on out and face me. You've got nowhere left to run. Oh, dear God. It even sounds like there's a mancubus down here, but I know that there isn't. Just gonna do a quick save here just in case I accidentally mess up, because before we go out there, there's one thing that I have to find that I basically would kick myself if I ended this playthrough without finding it. And I'm pretty sure that's the exit, so what I'm looking for... Wait. Nope, maybe that's the exit. So then, what was that back wall there? Is that just a dead end? Ugh. You know, it's weird. Like, when I first played through here, I knew that this Easter egg was here, but I looked for it, but I couldn't find it, so... Just making sure. I love how claustrophobic all this is. I'm pretty sure that that's the exit right there. So that means that what I'm looking for... No? Maybe that's the exit wall. Yep. That's the exit wall, alright. So what I'm looking for must be here. id Software, a symbol of evil. We finally see the ones responsible for all this. Looks like I got my wish. One last PDA. id Software. Really wish that there was an audio log, maybe something. Hey, thanks for playing Doom 3. ID number 2000. Wait, post August 2004. My 11th birthday. Texas, USA. Game designers, security clearance, all access. So I'm pretty sure that if you have this PDA, you can access any door in the game. Adrian Carmack, artist, co-owner. Thanks. John Carmack. Thank you. Programmer and co-owner. A lot of people basically give Romero a lot of basically like they claim that Romero is the eccentric one, but Carmack's pretty friggin' dangerous, because I literally found out that basically like when Carmack was a teenager, his chemistry teacher trusted him so much that he basically let them into like the closet where they kept all the chemical supplies and whatnot. He said that he was doing an experiment, but what he really basically was doing was developing a kind of, I think it was a thermite bomb, so that he could basically break into the school after hours, break in through a window, and steal an Apple computer. And he went on to have a successful career after that act, because I'm pretty sure that he could have gotten like saddled with some kind of like some kind of domestic terrorism for that. Really, that was quite impressive. Kevin Cloud, I would like to thank our fans for playing Doom 3. Kevin Cloud, artist and co-owner. Todd Hollenshed. Wait, it's done, baby! Wow, we're finally done. I would like to thank Tara for her patience with the long hours and all the travel, and for always being there when I got home, regardless of the hour. Thanks to Tuffy, Champ, Barney, Boo, Tazzy, Cham, Allie, Annie, Nadima, Firefox, Amira, Sashira, Misty, and Hope in our memories for taking care of Tara when I wasn't there. Aw. Firefox, huh? Thanks to my family for all the support and encouragement over the years. Thanks to the entire team here at id Software for all the hard work that was put into to make Doom 3, the game we set out to make from the start. And on behalf of the entire team at id, thanks to everyone at Activision for their work in assisting us in supporting Doom 3 development. And of course, thanks to the fans, who make all the effort worth it in the end. You hear that, all of you creators out there? Your fans are your biggest supporters. Stop antagonizing them. Stop making piss poor work. Stop basically filling up your content with nonsense identity politics and virtue signal just so you can virtue signal and get more points from woke people who don't care about your product at all. You stop trying to antagonize, alienate, and condemn your fans, and stop trying to lecture people. Just make a good product. See you guys at QuakeCon and on the Doom 3 servers, where I'll be happy to spoon-feed you some rockets, courtesy of Todd. Todd H. Todd Hollenshed, CEO, co-owner. Dr. Willits, Team Willits. Thanks, everyone. I would like to thank all of our fans for playing Doom 3. We sure had a great time making it. I would also like to give a special thanks to my wife, Stephanie, and children, Richard and Destiny, for putting up with me being gone long hours during crunch time. Tim Willits, lead designer and co-owner. I mean, I get that your wife is probably going to be upset that you're gone, but your kids, they're probably going to be basically like doing their own stuff. Holy crap, there's a lot more than I thought there would be. Christian Antkoff, that was one of the names on the offices. Special thanks. Gloria, thanks for putting up with the long hours we work. My family, thank you for all the love and support over the years to help me settle here. Brian Watkins and the entire team at Dan and Trax, thanks for going above and beyond the Call of Duty for us. Owners at id, thank you for your continued support and guidance throughout the years. Timothy Bessett, thanks. To my wonderful wife Christine for putting up with me through the years. To my parents, Mom, you played that far to read this. To my friends having to deal with my computer addiction. And a big black to the hashtag Querdiant regulars. Thanks to id fans everywhere. Special mention Mac Linux players and European gamers. It's been a wild ride. I look forward to the future. T. Timo, Paris, France. Mal Blackwell. Done. Woo! We are finally done. It's been a long road getting here. Let me tell you, 4 years on a game is a long time. To do a game like this with the amount of people we have working on a team, it really says a lot about the talent and commitment of everyone at id. I would like to thank everyone at id for making time at the office fun and rewarding. We have been at this office a lot. I would also like to thank my wife Erin and daughter Marley for holding down the fort while I have been away and not giving me too much trouble about not being home so much. And at last, but not least, I would like to thank the fans. You guys and girls, because it's fully possible that they play this too, that plop your 50 down for this game. We worked really hard on it and hope you enjoyed it. Mal Blackwell. Seriously, back almost 20 years ago, they were shilling out $50 for this. Thought that was back in a time where games were supposed to be, well, cheaper. Andy Chang, player. Well, here we are at the end of the game. You've been persistent and skillful, or you've found some cheat codes somewhere. Either way, thanks for making it this far. In fact, I'm so grateful I think you deserve a little something extra. Here's largely classified secrets and trivia about the art team. Kenneth Scott can navigate Japanese booksellers' website faster than most Japanese people can. Seneca Menard will never eat at a restaurant where orange lycra hot pants are a part of the staff's uniform. Orange lycra hot pants. I feel like that's a reference, but I don't know. Fred Nilsson can recite uncensored lines from an animated movie he worked on. Uncensored lines. Pat Duffy was once invited to a movie starlit hotel room but didn't go. Patrick Thomas cannot stifle laughter. James Hausta has escaped death from lightning multiple times. Eric Webb tried to impress a girl by saying he liked a terrible song. Adrian Carmack likes soup but doesn't seem to like crackers. Kevin Cloud only eats from a blender. Thanks to my family, friends, and you, out. Andy Chang, Mesquite, Texas, USA, Earth. Thanks, hello, hope you enjoyed playing the game. Like to thank part owners, good, what they do, family, patient, smile, working, game, mom who died of cancer last year, I'm so sorry. See you around in Delta Labs, Jim. I know how you feel. Pat Duffy, I see you found the brick. Hope you are enjoying all the hard work we put into Doom 3. It's been a blast creating it. You are the reason we can keep building great games, and we appreciate your support. A quick thanks to my wife, Christina, for her endless dedication and caring for our newborn during my late hours. Joshua, you sure give me crunch time a little extra kick. Enjoy the rest of the game. Pat D. If you guys basically like want to skip all the way to the end, like just basically watch the final boss fight, feel free to do that, but I really do want to cover like each one of these messages because I found them. So MartianBuddy.com from Robert Duffy. Thanks to friends and family for the support. I hope everyone enjoys playing it as much as we enjoyed making it. Special thanks to Austin and Cameron. In the Game of the Year polls, please remember Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3, Robert. Thank you from Matt Hooper, another name on the offices. Thanks to my wife Tanya and my kids Gabriel, Aaron, and Ariel. Matt Hooper, designer. James Hauska, thanks. I would like to thank my wife and her love and support during this extremely difficult time. Animator. Thanks, everyone, to all of our friends. Thank you for being the best fans around, and I enjoy meeting you when I can. Donna Jackson. Mom. She's the mom of the group. Jerry Keenan. Took your sweet time getting here, Marine. First and foremost, a sincere thanks for your playing Doom 3. I know it's been a few years in the making and trust that you thoroughly enjoyed the dedication and hard work that has gone into the title. Huge thanks to owners at id for making part of their family with some most talented people in the game industry. Lastly, and no way least, my wife, Tina. You are truly the best. Alright, enough mush, now get back to your objective. Seal that hellhole, Marine. Oh yeah, and remember, just bring yourself back. Do not get hurt. Out. Jay Keenan, designer. Thank you, Senka Menard, artist. That's quick to the point. Frederick Nielsen. Frodrick? Wow, you're really this far into the game if you're reading this. Hope you're enjoying it so far. Turn around, quick. I would like to say thanks to my friends and family, Lars, Ingegard, Sophie, Chris, Andrew, Annie, Tom, Denise, TJ. Also to all my friends and family in Sweden, I miss you all. To SMR, Empire 3. Thanks to all those late night death matching. Fun stuff, better get those shotgun skills back up to par. No railgun for you, too easy. To my co-workers, we have amazing crew of people working here. You should all be proud of what we've achieved. Thanks for keeping that smile on my face. To the owners of id, you guys have built quite an amazing place here. I've learned a whole bunch about game design from the best of the best, and of course, you the player. Thanks for all your support and for being patient while we have worked so hard on this for you all. Thanks. Roscoe, thank you. Designer. Mixium Corporation.jp, order has been shipped. Kenneth Scott. Big mushy thanks to the rest of my brothers in arms for delivering a blockbuster game and being good company while doing it. I'm proud as hell to see this on the shelves, and I'm looking forward to making more great games with you fools. Kenneth, P.S. Love you, preach. Marty Straffen. Suspected spam, big thanks. You've played this far. I certainly hope you've enjoyed Doom 3, or at least enjoyed the quick dev map, no clip rides, look at this secret. It was a pleasure to be part of the team that created it, even after 4 years seeing it in development. I still have awe of the detail, complexity, and creativity packed into every square inch of the game. To my wife, Jen, and my kids, Andy and Alexa, thank you for being you. Your support is unbelievable. You three are simply the greatest, and to the rest of my family, 32 years of thanks, respect, and appreciation. Enjoy the game. See you at QuakeCon. Ship it! Marty. Patrick Thomas, thanks, artist. Let's see. JMP Van Waravin. Did you find the Mr. E behind Doom 3? Thanks to me and my beloved twin, who unfortunately had to be shipped for spare parts. Oh, stripped for spare parts. Mr. Elusive, programmer. Okay. Eric Webb. Special thanks. Thanks to Andy and Fred for telling me that what I need to hear and making me realize what I needed to do. Thanks, Mom and Dad, for understanding why I haven't visited in months. Most of all, I have to thank my bagel chick, Emmy. Thank you all for those nights I came home late and you were there waiting. Thank you for your love and inspiration. Thank you for being a better girlfriend than I could ever ask for. Eric. Girlfriend? The interns. Did somebody say free food? We'd like to thank Miss Donna, first and foremost, for taking such good care of us. We'd like to thank the awesome guys at id Software for not firing us yet, and the Guild Hall at SMU for getting us here in the first place. Brian, we would like to thank his friends and family. Brian would like to thank his friends and family for always believing in him. We would like to give special thanks to Kim, John, Lucas, Blake, and all the guys in Team Reaction. I wouldn't be here without you all. Kevin would like to thank his brother Matt. Brian Harris and Kevin Dobler, the interns. Well, that was all of the messages that were left here by id Software, the developers of the game. And something that I would like to point out that I think is a nice touch. You know how throughout this game we've basically concluded that these events are taking place on November 15th, 2145? Well, look. Even though this PDA file was created back in 2004, Earth years, all of these emails are coming in at November 16th, 2145. We have survived a full day here on Mars. So I guess that concludes whether or not Sarge actually had enough time to mutate into Sabaoth then. But I like it. It's almost like the dawn of a new day. And all that being said, let's finish this. Behold, guys, the final challenge of Doom 3. Please don't die when I basically do this. Whoa, what the fuck? Yep, it's the Cyber Demon. Drastically different from the one we know. Cannon is on the wrong arm. Classic enemy from Doom, and fitting for the final boss. Unfortunately, it's literally the most disappointing final boss ever. Cannot believe that I got killed. Not going through all that again, sorry. You see, not even the BFG can hurt this thing. This guy is Hell's mightiest warrior, and basically, the literature goes that the only way to hurt it is via the Soul Cube. And I'm pretty sure I've done more damage to myself by using the BFG than I have actually taken hits from these maggots and imps that spawn around. So basically, the idea is to avoid him, keeping him as on the other side of the stage as the hellhole, the mouth of hell here, spawns in enemies that you can blow away. So you have to soul cube him a total of 5 times in order to basically get the in order to basically in order to kill him. And because this is the final fight, I want to use all of my BFG. This makes 3. Wait, I'm pretty sure that I hit him, but the thing about it is, because I was at full health, I didn't notice any difference. Oh, I guess only 4 times then. Yep, it cuts through his knee and then into its brain. And that's that. That's the final boss of Doom 3. And I like that they use the mechanic like this, but I'll talk about it after the cutscene. The Soul Cube flies into the hellhole and seals it from the other side. And now hell is closed. 5 days later.
Recon Zulu, this is Echo 1. Give me a visual status. Echo 1, this is Recon Zulu. We've got massive damage all over the base. This place looks like hell. I've got life signs on the bioscanner. Eyes sharp. Echo 1, we've got a survivor, a Marine. Corporal, you hear me? You alright?
Yep, it's November 20th.
Echo 1, this is Recon Zulu. Prepare for medevac. Copy that. Have you located Counselor Swan? Yes, sir. He's dead. Roger, Recon 1. What about Dr. Betruger?
Yeah, where is
He's nowhere to be
Betruger?
found, sir.
What the? Oh. Well, how ironic. He was basically a human mouthpiece for the hordes of hell, and now look at him. His reward is to basically be a tongue for a friggin' hell dragon. I gotta say, that is actually one hell of a cliffhanger to end this game on. Throughout the game, Betruger has been taunting you, so you know you're gonna be leading up to a final fight against him. I bet, like, fans of the original game were expecting to meet him, having been transformed into the Spider Mastermind. But when they get to the final boss, which is the Cyber Demon, Betruger is nowhere to be found. And, well, this is one of the games where you actually don't defeat the main antagonist. He goes on. He lives. He's the cliffhanger for the next game. Or at least the expansion for this one. So, it's really interesting. I really do like that basically, like, they kind of ended on that teaser that Betruger is, like, back in hell, and he's become that creature, that thing. So, anyways, are the credits already over? Holy crap, I think the credits are over. Holy crap, me reading that the thank you was longer than the friggin' credits. So, I guess all I could basically say at this point is, like, is up to date, no update is required. Ooh. I guess I could basically open up Resurrection of Evil from here if I wanted to. But I guess we'll save that for another time. So, I guess thoughts on the game as a whole. I do find it odd I do find it basically a bit odd that basically, like, they chose to have the final boss be a non-fight, as people have described it, because you're not fighting the Cyber Demon, you're more or less just surviving him. Sure, you use the Soul Cube, which is thematically impressive, but the fact that you're not allowed to actually BFG the motherfucker, and the fact that you have to spend the entire fight avoiding him for cover, or else he'll basically kill you in just a few shots, it's a bit disappointing. So, and Doom 3, as a whole, the game, I feel, is, well, it's a mixed bag. I do appreciate everything that they tried to do for Doom, basically focusing on story a whole lot more and atmosphere, making Doom into the horror game that a lot of us perceived it as back when we were kids. The problem is in the execution, because the combat feels a bit slow, even though it can get very fast-paced and hectic, and the slow crawl can sometimes leave you feeling a bit, I don't know, can leave you feeling a bit empty. I wouldn't necessarily say bored, because I enjoyed every minute of playing this game, but it just felt like the experience needed a little bit more, if you know what I'm saying. So, what I'm basically trying to get at here with this explanation is that, well, I feel like basically they worked on this game for 4 years, and I appreciate all the effort that they put into this game, because making a video game, especially one of this caliber back then, was no easy feat. I mean, that's why I hate it when people over-harshly criticize old things and old technology. Let me just basically put it this way. The CGI for the Phantom Menace might not look good by today's CGI standards, but it was made on computers that basically looked, well, like the big friggin' box thing. Like, computer monitors that actually had, like, huge, big friggin' boxes to them. Now everybody has flat screens with HD and LEDs and all that jazz and whatnot. There was once a time where they didn't really have as much computing power as they do nowadays, so you kinda gotta accept that there's gonna be technical limitations. I mean, it's almost like basically going back and watching old animated movies and complaining that they don't look as good or well animated as the newer animated movies. If you basically get to that point, you're really missing the point. So, I think that this game still looks impressive. I enjoy all the updated looks to all the monsters. I enjoy the aesthetic. I enjoy the character design because I basically still think that these graphics hold up today, even though a lot of people say that they look outdated and whatnot. But as for me, I friggin' enjoyed them. I friggin' enjoyed the fact that these characters basically, like, they look impressive, even especially for the time, and I like that they basically don't look real, because I feel like games nowadays with their graphics try to focus too much on looking just like real life, and the problem is they don't realize that they're skirting into the uncanny valley, where the better your graphics become, the worse your game is actually going to be received, because if you create a video game where the computer-generated characters in the game look so close to being human, your audience is always going to be unnerved because they're not going to want to accept the fact that what they're looking at is real. So they're always going to constantly be rejecting it because it looks too close to being real, and that's what threatens them. It's literally a primal instinct at this point. So as for the story of Doom 3, I like it. I realistically see that this is how the events of Doom 1 would go down on the actual Mars base. Like, basically, John, he's up on Phobos, all alone, basically doing what he does, and eventually he goes to Deimos and eventually Hell. But what about what's actually taking place on the main UAC facility on Mars? So this is the first time in the entire franchise that we've actually set foot on Mars. Although it's possible that Doom 64 might have. I'll have to play that game and find out if it takes place on Mars or Phobos, so. So, I like the backstory with the Martians having encountered the Legions of Hell before because they opened the door with technology, teleportation technology, and that they had to basically come up with a way to combat them. And I really like the idea of the Soul Cube. Apparently, it was supposed to be called, its original name is the Prelianthor. Yeah, possible name of the Martian, ancient Martian race. As for basically, like, the Soul Cube, I like the fact that it is sentient, and I like the fact that it basically speaks to the player and helps them. The only problem is, I kind of wish that it was more of a character. Like, I honestly think that when it comes to me adapting Doom 3 into an audio drama, I'm going to give the Soul Cube its own personality and its own character arc. I'm going to have it basically kind of be like, let's say, the Navi, or better yet, the Midna of the Doom 3 story. That basically, it's going to talk to the protagonist, it's going to help the protagonist, it's going to learn a lot about the protagonist, and I feel like as we get to know the Soul Cube as a character a whole lot more, it's sacrificing itself by imprisoning itself in hell in order to keep Mars and the Earth safe in order to save the human race. It becomes something a bit more meaningful, you know what I'm saying? I like the character of Elliot Swan. I feel like basically he was the only real rational person up here with any power that could stand up to Betruger. Unfortunately, Betruger's plans were already well underway, and I just loved the build-up with Campbell having the BFG in that case he carries around, and the green light when he first reveals it, and you basically figure out he's got the BFG, he's got the gun, and the build-up to getting the gun, all the cutscenes of him hunting Sarge and whatnot, and then you finally catch up with him. All this is such good stuff. I wish that we had fleshed out Sarge a bit more. I kind of wish that basically we got a sense of this Doom Marine's personality a little bit more, but like basically id Software said from the beginning, the player is supposed to be you, so you ascribe whatever personality traits you want on them. That's what I'm going to end up doing for the audio drama anyway, so The thing about Doom 3 that basically I think doesn't necessarily give it all that much playback, basically playability and replay value in my mind, is the fact that it's a pretty long game, and basically speaking, like, you pretty much, like, how do I put this? You want to play a certain part of the game, but unfortunately, that part of the game is, like, so deep into the game that if you start a new game, you'll basically spend hours getting there. I mean, let's basically count it off, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 26 levels of the game. This is basically a nearly 30-hour game, and if you basically get lost, that's pretty much what you're going to be doing for a while. So it's a bit of... the slow crawl basically takes a while, but I still feel like I enjoyed the experience. So, effectively speaking, like, I've unlocked Nightmare difficulty. I have no idea if I'm ever going to try anything that crazy, but, well, there it is. So, I don't know, I feel like I've said everything that I need to say about Doom 3. It is the black sheep of the series because it did, like, cause a lot of problem, that basically it deviated so much from its original source, but it added so much to Doom. Like, basically speaking, even though Doom 2016 moved us closer to the original aesthetic design of the classic characters, they still kept the design of the Hell Knights, which I think is a huge improvement because the Hell Knights were basically just, well, shorter, brown-skinned Barons of Hell. They were boring. And as for the Hell Knights in this game, they're seriously a lot buffer and swoller than they are in any other version of the game, and especially in Doom 2016. So I basically think that they're more akin to the Barons of Hell anyway, so... we didn't get to see all the familiar faces in this game. I know that they planned to have the Arachnotron in the game, but it basically didn't make it all the way in. So, either way, I still think that Doom 3 is a solid gaming experience, so... and, basically, even though I am done with Doom 3, which has been a long time coming, the countdown to eternity is not over yet. We're basically going to be continuing on. We're going to be moving into the future. I don't know if we're going to basically be going back to the Plutonia experiment just yet, and I don't know if we're going to do TNT. It ultimately depends on how I feel in the upcoming days in regards to everything that's going on, but I probably will have already started playing them long before these videos have ever gone up. Like, it must be in the middle of March for you guys. Hello, the future. I'm calling from the dead end of February, if you didn't realize that, so... and I will also one day be coming back to Doom 3 for the Resurrection of Evil, because I don't like to leave things unfinished. So, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down in the comment section below, show like and share with your friends. If you want to keep up to date with more Linkzilla Plays Doom games as part of the Countdown to Doom Eternity coming your way in the future, then be sure to shred that subscribe button like you're just unloading your chain gun into it. Just shred it to pieces. And ring that bell for notifications. And as always, I will catch you guys in the next video. Later.